Live again. Y'all are still here, so we got us a panel. Um, and anyhow, um, it is what it is. The no, I mean, I don't know. I figured as long as we just sitting here talking, we could do some live streaming. Although I had, uh, what was that? I don't even know how many. Um, uh, yeah, I don't know. It's just something to do. I did
So
change
how was work yesterday, Gary?
how it's work. Work was good.
Yes.
Well, yeah, at least we didn't have, you know, we've had a couple code blues the last couple of days. Yes, I'm live again, Eddie. Um, it's a fresh start. So we've had at least two code. Well, not yesterday was the first day. We had two code blues 2 days in a row. Um, so that didn't end well. And so,
Hey, have you ever been on the source?
yeah, well, I hadn't been, I've been to his live stream several times.
No, have you ever been to where he asked you 5 questions?
No, I hadn't done the 5 questions thing.
He just sent me an invite to do 5 questions.
I think he's asked me to or invited me to. I just hadn't been able to nail down a time to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Um,
have to write back to him.
well, my life is hectic, uh,
Yeah, it is.
and I work so many hours that it's hard for me to nail down a particular time because they could ask me at the drop of a hat to come to work, to show up for another shift, and so um, when they do that, then then let's see, hang on. When they do that, then I don't get. I have to work the next day. Hey, Lone Cross Scotty, good to see you. Um, I don't want to miss an extra shift. The When it's available, unless it's Saturday. Even then, for a good enough reason, I'll do an extra shift on Saturday. Yes, Arlene. I'm sorry. I tried to end it at 1 hour and 30 minutes or 29 minutes, and it clicked over to an
Give
hour.
him hell, Arlene. Give him
No,
hell. I don't know why he shut off the other one.
Arlene, you don't feel like you have to be in here, though. I do appreciate that you're here. I know other people have lives and things, and uh, but I guess I wasn't ready to call it quits for the day. But I was,
It's
you
not
know,
even 12 o'clock yet, Gary.
well, I saw that 29 flashing there, and I felt like I needed to do something. Welcome back, Trini. Um, I don't know what I was thinking. I know exactly what I was thinking because it was 2:29 before you can end. We've already gone over 2 minutes and 29 seconds, Simon. The
He's
Tim
on 2 hours 29.
Tim says, "Hey Jerry." So
Hey, Tim. Hey, Simon.
the
I'm sorry. I'm doing comments on my videos and talking to Gary at the same time.
well, I
I'm
appreciate that,
multitasking
and I don't know. Looks like we lost Maya. Um,
again.
well, yeah.
Yeah, that's that Arkansas. Hey, they're spotty.
Well, it could be that, or it could be any of a number of things. Maybe it was. Uh, I don't know. Anyhow, it's always a pleasure to see you, Tim Mitchell. Um, in 2 hours and 2:29. No, I can't do that because I have to be ready to be at work by then, and typically that's when I'm actually driving out the driveway if I can, if I think about it, if I get ready in time. So that's always the question. Um,
But I know you gotta get ready. Get ready by 1 o'clock. You need to get dressed.
well, usually. I start getting ready at 1:30, but I try to leave, in by 1 so that I can go through and spend a few more minutes with my dogs before Trump said, "Hey, salute to my brothers and sisters in blue." Thank you, Trump said. That is appreciated. Um, Maybe I should go through and uh, go back to this live stream so I can, you know, actually, change things and check things in chat, okay, if I need to. For example, Lone Cross Scotty needs to be made a mod because I don't always see that when I'm on stream. In fact, I never see it when I'm on EV Bucks. So anyhow, I fixed it. Um, YouTube for me can be a little overwhelming at times. The larger the channel gets, the more people I have. I'm trying to support. The more uh,
It's not
it's
that
hard.
hard, Gary.
Do I know?
It's not that hard.
Well, I understand that, but I make it hard. I
Well,
tend
yeah,
to,
you had to stop.
yeah.
You just have to stop making it so hard. It's not that hard.
Thank you, Fluffy Diva TV. Thank you.
And if it's not fun, then you make it work, and it's all fun to me.
Well,
You know the saying, a day if you make work, if you was how does it go? As long as you're having fun at work, it's not work.
I agree. If you find a job you love, you'll never work a day in your life. I think, or
That's
something
right.
like
There you go.
that.
Yeah, something like that.
And I do love doing YouTube. My issue becomes that sometimes if I focus on it or I pay so much attention to it that there are times when that it does not it ceases to become as enjoyable as it was.
Well,
If
then
that
that's
makes
when you
sense.
step away.
Well, that's why I took yesterday kind of off.
Well, I do that all the time, Gary. That's why I uploaded 5 videos earlier last week, and
Yeah,
I posted them up, and I posted a bunch of shorts up, and then I walked away from YouTube for a while. I come here and see who's live, or talk to you, or whatever, to check on you. But I just don't. I'm staying away with it. I haven't edited a video in almost a month.
you know, I get
I
that.
need to get, and I have lots to edit. I need to get back to it. I'm just gonna mess off and not do it yet.
Yeah, sub
I'll
digit.
get in the mood and I'll edit 5 videos in an afternoon.
Yeah, you almost have to do that. Pick a day. My trouble is, at least to some degree, I don't really have a free afternoon. Um, my afternoons are 6 days a week. My afternoons are eaten up with going to work. I work 6 days a week, pretty much every week. Have for years.
Yeah.
The I try to do. I try to go through and one day a week is kind of eaten up with spending time. I try to make it a point to go down and see my parents, and then I go through. I have a live stream on that day. We try to go out. I try to take Tammy out. We go get something to eat.
You do that every day.
Thank you, Lone Cross Scotty.
You
Um,
guys go out to lunch, go out to eat every day. If
the safety
you know,
officer.
that's
I think so. I think so, Lone Cross Scotty. Um, but it's not my place to tell people what to think. Um, but I do, as long as I try to walk a balanced beam, so to speak. I want to go through and I do want to go through. I mean, I love doing YouTube. It's fun to get out here and talk with folks. Hang it. Well, thank you for your service, Lone Cross Scotty. Um, and I think safety officers, in my opinion, they do count.
Hey, is Tim back in here yet? Tim Mitchell?
I think he is. I don't. In fact, seems like he's one of the first people I saw.
Well, did you see the video of the members only yet?
Uh, on
On my channel.
okay.
The members only video, and it's for the members only.
Okay. I don't don't
And
know.
I'm gonna start doing more of those. So you need to start watching those, especially because you're a member.
Okay. Um.
Well, you'll enjoy. You'll see it when you see it. You'll understand.
Okay. I'll try and watch it. I don't do a lot of videos. Tim said that I'm here, so
So Tim, did you see the members only video? That's
come on,
made.
come on.
That one there is made for you.
That one's made for you, Tim. The reminds me, I did want to check and see. I did do a what is it? I do have a shout out video that I did today, and so um, I think it went live today. I have trouble remembering. Uh, I'm just curious if it went live. I don't remember. Okay, it's got I guess 34 views. That's good. By the way, I guess now's as good as time as any to show you the results of the experiment I've been running. Um,
No, you need to save that for next month
well,
on our to do includes. That's an excellent thing to be doing next month.
okay, that we can do that then. That's fine.
You know, we're gonna do an update on the promotion that you did. You're gonna show everybody how it worked out, how many new subscribers you've gotten, and then we'll do it. You do this experiment thing you're doing. And I haven't started doing that yet. I haven't got around to doing any of that stuff yet.
Well, it has some kind of interesting results.
Well, I'm sure it does, but I just being honest with you, I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
Not that I'm not going to, it's just I haven't done it.
Let's see. Yes, Jerry, I seen the Ruby's Doobie Doo.
All right, Eddie saw it.
Okay. Well,
See, Eddie's a member, so he watched it.
I'm a member of several channels at this point. I but I don't watch a lot of videos. In fact, it's very rare for me to watch a video. Um, it has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with the content of the video. It has nothing to do with the creator. It has more to do with, I guess, the other things that I focus on. Hey, Arlene. Um, and maybe that's part of uh, my Nikki. Come here. Come here. Come here. She's just standing here staring at me. Nikki, come here. Come on, baby girl. Oh,
She's
I
trying to
know.
hear what you're doing.
Well, she knows.
Nicky Nick, come on, Nicky Nick.
She
Come on,
knows
Nicky.
I'm live streaming.
Nicky, come on, Nicky Nick. Come on, Nick 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 Nick. Nicky Nick 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 Nick.
All right, hang on.
Nicky. Nicky.
All means of them. I watch your videos, Gary. Thank you. I appreciate that, Eddie. You don't have to though. I don't
I
know.
watch Gary's videos too.
Well, y'all shouldn't, and not unless you enjoy the content. I don't.
I think it's funny all the license plates in Mississippi that are
Come on.
what do you call them? Personalized license plates.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many personalized license plates. Everybody in Mississippi must be full of themselves.
Well, I saw something the other day that said that license plates in Mississippi cost more than any other state,
I bet.
and that's probably just because of the fact that Mississippi has so many personalized license plates,
I think I agree with you there.
and so I because there are a lot of them. I was a kid that liked it when Roscoe arrested the Duke boys. I'm not sure what to make of that.
Boy, there are a lot of comments on my Renaissance video of you hitting that mallet. How strong Gary is.
Yeah, that was kind of
There's
sad.
a lot of comments on that.
I believe it. Those things. All right, that's it. I'm done. Y'all,
Nicky,
y'all had enough.
Nicky, 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 Nicky. Nikki, 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 what are you doing?
All right. Do you want to get down?
She wants to get down and see if anybody dropped anything.
Yeah,
Nikki,
sure.
Nikki.
But hey, Troy Sutton, good to see you, brother. Let's see.
Nikki.
Let me get.
Nikki, 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 Nick, Nick.
Nikki, are you going to ignore him?
No, she's not. Her ears. She was paying attention. Huh, Nikki, Nick. She was paying attention. The ears are perking up. Huh, Nikki. Get him, Nikki. Get him, get him, get him, Nikki. Get him. Thick his face, Nikki. Get him. That's it. Get him, girl. Get him. That's it. Get him. Good. Get him. That's it. She's got that tiny little tongue that goes way up inside your nostrils.
Yeah, she's tricky.
She likes to. She wants to suck your brains out.
Well, she's trying to do something. I don't know what it is, but she just she's sneaky. She does a sneak
Yep.
lick.
She's a sneaky lick.
They're different. When it comes to that, AJ will sit there, and at night she'll come up and lick my head. Rosemary, if I let her, would lick me all the time. I think. Come here. Where are you?
I think Jewel does that to my head. That's why I always had bedhead in the morning because she's licking my head at night.
Yeah. I was the kid that cried when I learned T.J. Hooker was canceled. I'm not a huge Heather Locklear fan. Okay. See.
Hey, P Digits.
I appreciate that, Troy. I don't really do videos. I will make it a point to watch one when somebody asks me to. Try to. But again, that adds to my well, sweetheart, where did it go? I don't see it. Sorry. I'm not gonna. Oh, let me move this.
I'm only 1 month behind now, Gary.
1 month behind what?
On my comments.
Oh, okay.
I started off at 3 months behind.
I'll never catch mine up, so I'm not even going to try. I am going to.
I already told everybody I always try to leave a comment, a thumbs up, or a heart. So on all comments, and I've been sticking to it for 3 years. So I'm not going to stop now.
I won't disagree with you, P Digits. Well, I look at it like this. I mean, I will, if somebody is a member, I am going to try to read all those. I'm behind on them though. A lot behind, but every now and then I'll throw, I'll go to the comments and I'll try to do those. And on occasion, I'll hop into the comments and look at them and try to comment on them. I'm not very good at YouTubing. I don't try to make that claim. I just go through and try to do whatever I can, I guess.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Do your best at what you can.
So it's it would be nice if I had help doing it, but I can't ask somebody else to do what would be my responsibility. So
who would you ask for help?
Maybe Tammy.
Well, Susan doesn't help me on this stuff. I do it all.
Well,
the only thing Susan does is she'll take her phone off and go out there and do a short, or she will take the camera to do a video, but she doesn't do any of the computer stuff.
I get it.
She doesn't like to, because she does her work on the computer, so she didn't want to do the other stuff on the computer. She tried to answer comments one time, and she did it for about 45 minutes, and she said, "That's enough. I can't do anymore."
Yeah. Well, people don't understand that this can be difficult. It's not always difficult. There are aspects of it that are very enjoyable. sitting here and just shooting the breeze with you. I love that. I love doing it with Eddie too. Except for sometimes, when it seems like mass chaos, that messes with my. I don't know if it's my OCD-ish thoughts because it really creates anxiety in me at times when it's nothing but chaos. I have trouble embracing chaos. So, um, in all seriousness, but thanks for those where those blue lines keep our communities safe or safer. Thank you for that, digits. That is appreciated. When it comes to YouTube, there's aspects I really like on it, and there's aspects uh, I had to give myself permission to do YouTube the way that I enjoy doing YouTube.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Well, it makes sense why some channels, um, I guess, have more. I don't know if they have more. Maybe it's just a person's because as a channel grows, and gets bigger and bigger, it's harder and harder to do a lot of this stuff. Um,
No, there's only 24 hours in a day,
I know.
and you sleep 6 to 8 normally, so that cuts it down.
I don't get to sleep that much.
How much you sleep?
Depends on how much I'm working, but I work 60. I've worked 64 hours a week since April 2023.
You take each day. You get at least 4 hours sleep, don't you?
Uh, well, I have to have 8 hours would be ideal, and I'm some days I do get that. Today I got that.
Okay. All
Um,
right. So there's only 8 hours. 8 hours of sleep. Okay. And then what's left is what 16 hours? No, is that right? Yeah.
yeah,
So and you're going to work. You work a 12-hour shift, but if you don't work
I
and
don't
you
work
do
hour shifts. I either work 8 hour shifts or I work 16 or 17.
okay 8 hour shifts, so you take 8 hours out. So now you're down to 8 hours left. And then there's time for traveling and eating. So you only can do what you can do, and that's why I was 3 months behind on comments because I just haven't had a chance to sit down and wasn't in the right mindset to sit there and go through all the comments. Now
Right,
I'm doing it because I got the mindset today to do it, so I'm doing it.
right,
So but you just got to do what you can do and not worry about the little stuff.
right. Well, that makes perfect sense to me. I mean, but for 3 months straight, I worked minimum of 88 hours, a maximum of 96. So, there's only 168 hours in a
In
week.
a week.
So, let me do some real quick math. Um, let's see. Which actually that shouldn't be that hard. 168 hours minus 96 hours. Uh,
78 hours left. Not 72 hours left.
at least 72 hours. You divide that by seven because it's 7 days in a week. That ain't right. Or maybe it is. That leaves.
Yeah.
That's saying I got 10 hours other than that.
Average. 10 hours a week, a day average. Because some days you didn't work 16 hours. So,
Okay,
yeah.
that's all right. Yeah, okay. All right. Let me redo that because, 70, that leaves 72 hours. 72 hours minus 24 hours because that one day off. That leaves 48 hours divided by seven. That means on the remain. Oh, I'm sorry. Clear that. 48 hours divided by six. That leaves 8 hours, I guess, and that's not including travel time. That's not including getting dressed, getting all these other things. You got 8 hours a day where
And sleeping.
and sleeping. So, and I'm not saying poor me, poor me, poor me because I choose to do that. It just
And we always keep telling you that you're overworking yourself.
well, I don't feel like I'm overworking myself. I'm trying to set up my future. Is what I'm trying to do. So, and technically, it's more like 17 hours a day rather than 16. So, or when I work a double shift, I usually get in at 6:45. and then I'll get home at midnight. So that's 6 hours and 45 minutes between. And you take the half hour driving to and from takes a half hour typically. So I got that gives me about 6 hours a day when I'm doing a double, when I'm pulling doubles. So that doesn't, and then you gotta, that's 6 hours to get dressed. That's 6 hours to get ready. That's 6 hours to drive, for sleep. That's you got to pull all those things out of that 6 hours. And I'm not, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying that I have to prioritize what I'm doing. And
Right.
so, and I cannot do a lot of things, during with that limited amount of time. And so there is one day a week that I take, and that's even then I have things I won't call them responsibilities because they're things I want to do. Um, but if you consider I go down to see my parents. Takes a while to get down there. I've got to spend some time with Tammy. Sometimes usually we'll go out to eat. Um, and I have a live 3 or 4 hours worth of live streams. If uh, 3 or 4 or 5, it depends. Usually Jonesy is live at 5 sometimes, so I try to go in there when he's live. Eddie goes live. Y'all quit. I don't know what y'all are doing, but you obviously are. Anyhow, um, they it's just a gym. My life, I guess, is busy. I stay pretty
You like it busy. If it wasn't busy, you would be upset.
well. I don't know if I like it busy. I
Yeah, you
think
do, Gary.
I might because it was drove me crazy to sit home 21, 22 days with that broken foot.
Yeah.
Um, but here's the thing though. Um, I guess before I started working where I worked, I spent a lot more time at the house relaxing. For that matter, I haven't always worked that many hours at work. So when I do that, a lot of times I'd spend time, here at the house just chilling with the dogs or whatever. So I enjoy doing this. It's just sometimes it can get a little, you know, yep. Thank you to all of the folks that's watching. It is truly appreciated. I didn't realize that we've got 17 people in here.
Sweet.
That's awesome, and I'm very appreciative. But I would like to slow down, and I'm planning on slowing down. My problem is I've got a goal that I'm trying to work towards, and I have a tendency to be driven, I guess, to reach that goal. And right now, my goal is to try and prepare my. Don't get me wrong. I understand that I'm extremely blessed. I I don't think that people understand how truly blessed my life is. Um, and it seems like I deserve to give something back, or I need to. Um, I'm 61 years old, and I still have both of my parents. I have
That's a
siblings.
blessing.
It is a
Right
blessing.
there.
It is a blessing. I have the best friends. There's no question in my mind whatsoever. My friends are as good as they come. They're true. Um, my family, awesome. I love my dogs. I love my life. I am blessed far more than I deserve, and so I guess it's. I feel like I need to give back as much as I receive, and God's truly blessed me, and so anyhow, so I feel like I need to work hard, and but yet when I start feeling responsibilities, I guess, when it comes to doing what I do. And so, anyhow, um, well, that's what I'm trying to do, Lisa. I'm trying to, when it comes to work, when it comes to work, there is the more I work right now, the more it adds to my pension, which means that I will not be able to. Uh, I won't have to stress about it when I do retire, and even that is a blessing. Because if you think about it, I am less than, I think it's around 20% of the American population has a pension. With my job, I have a pension. Now, granted, I was 50 years old before I became, it was like less than 2 months before my 50th birthday when I became a police officer, and that was a trainee. I was 50 years old when I went through the police academy. Um, I have the opportunity. Uh,
You're like the rookie.
do I now? I was a rookie at 50
You're
years.
like the rookie show, TV show.
Yeah, I guess so. Although I don't know what the rookie TV show is at the
I
office.
know, but you need to check it, look it out because he's was in his early or late 40s, early 50s when he started being a cop.
Well, I guess my life at this point is gets to a point of almost reduction. Um, it's almost well, come on, baby girl, come on, sweetheart. It's I've you start out so wide, and as you get older, as I get older, things seem to narrow into focus. Um, I used to watch sports. I can't watch them anymore. I'm not saying I can't watch them because I watched 2 or 3 games when I was when we were down at Eddie's.
Right.
I'm not saying I
Because
can't watch them.
because you had time and you didn't have to go to work and you didn't have anything pressing, so you could watch it.
Well, it's not even that. There are other things that are keeping me from watching it. Um, the but I'll just say this that I used to watch sports. I was heavy into sports. I can't watch them anymore. I used to watch TV. I used to watch movies. Can't watch them anymore. You know, it's hard for me to find anything I'm interested in that I sometimes I watch reruns, but how many times can you watch the same shows? Um, I've got to where hey, atypical, good
Don't
to
ask that to Susan. She'll kick you in the knee. She likes to watch reruns over and over and over.
well, yeah, but when you get to the point where you're starting, I'll
Doesn't
say,
make a difference to her. She can sit there and tell you what the next word's going to be,
yeah,
but she still will sit there and watch it.
I do the same thing.
I don't.
The fact is, I'll be sitting there with, for example, with Officer McDonald, and we'll be watching a show, and I'll make a comment, which is the character's next line. Now, sometimes I'm off by a word or two, but a lot of times I'm hitting it nail on the head.
Yeah, I'm a one and done type thing. I watch it one time. I don't need to watch it again for these 4 or 5 years.
Well, I don't blame you for that. I wish I could do that. I just can't watch a lot of the stuff out there today. Um, the
I can relate to that.
I have a tendency to obsess over things, typically for 6 to 8, maybe a year, and then I can't do it. Just can't bring myself to do it for one reason or another. I watched, when I was into video games. In about a year, I put over 2,400 hours into playing Destiny and Destiny 2. Um, I, but I, hey, Jeezy, maybe I hope I'm saying that right. See, what do they have to say about ICE attacking legitimate police officers in Chicago? Don't know anything about it. I don't follow a lot of that stuff. I'm not
Oh,
trying to get political. Let me go check this person out. The anyhow, the I don't follow political stuff. Okay. Uh, anyhow, I got dragged into it for a little while, but I don't really care about political stuff. um, for one reason or another. Doesn't really matter why. It is what it is. So anyhow, the so at this point, my life has gotten to the point where it's basically all about work, and it's all about YouTube, and it's all about spending time with my family. So if I had to narrow it down to those three things, I guess that's probably where my focus is. Um, but I am extremely blessed, and I realize this. I have a blessed life. So I'm sorry, didn't mean to drone on, Jerry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just breathing in the mic. I didn't mean to. I'm sitting here just answering comments. I'm up to 4 weeks. I'm caught up to 4 weeks. I'm doing good.
Excellent, glad to hear it. The I don't
People
know.
are going to start getting little notifications. They got thumbs up and hearts and comments back, and all at one time. Everybody's saying, "Oh my God, what is he doing?" Judy Mae's getting the comments. Jan, Eddie, a couple to you, Bulldogs.
You too, JC. Thank you.
It's good.
Thank you for understanding.
It's not 2 o'clock.
I allowed myself to get at one point. I allowed myself to get dragged into politics,
You want to do what?
but I do not. I do not.
Oh,
I'm actively
okay.
trying to avoid political issues.
Okay, I can do it.
I
I'll
don't.
go with you.
You know, that's
Sorry.
my today.
Susan came in. I had to answer her questions.
That's okay.
All right.
The
Telling me what we're doing.
the fact is, I respect other people's ability to do that. I don't. Some people I would agree with. Some people I wouldn't agree with. But it's truthfully, it's kind of an irrelevant thing because I have no bearing on any of that. You know, there's nothing I can do about one way or the other. Uh, you get a bunch more comments than I do. I do them as they come in. Some videos get a lot of comment. In fact, I'll give you a little teaser, something we're going to discuss. There is something I believe, honestly, makes a difference on your comments. Um, and we'll discuss that on the next Two Dudes Drop Clues. Um,
Tim,
uh,
I normally stamp on top of them, but I dropped the ball and I hadn't done them for over 3 months, and I'm up to 4 weeks now, so I'm doing better.
well, the truth is as well, Jerry, that
The food?
you've had some health issues you've had been dealing with.
Yeah.
So
Tim, Susan lets me know if Stevie got the E card. She asked me to ask you that. Sorry, Ed. Sorry, Gary.
no, you're good. The fact is that's ultimately what this channel, at least my beliefs in this channel, is a place for people to come in and visit and communicate and just kind of relax a little bit. Maybe you can't do that. I can't do that. 9 minutes. Okay, what's going on in 9 minutes? Tell me, please, Simon, so I'll know. Because I remain
I
a.
missed it'd be 12:29.
Oh, okay. That's a good point. I think I probably will end it in 9 minutes. Keep me apprised, so I don't miss it. Um, well, you've been sick. Yes, Jerry. She did. Thank you. Excellent.
Oh yeah, she got it.
Um, I don't know. Hopefully. By the way, my watch hours are over 1,300. Maybe close to 1,350 at the moment. So I'm getting close to halfway on the fan monetization level. I suspect at this point, just being honest with you, I don't really care about the money, but I'm thinking I may get it monetized anyhow, just because it's a first step towards the ad revenue sharing, and not that pays anything much anyhow for me anyhow.
But it's still going to get done that way. You're when you get past the 4,000, you only have to worry about the views, and not worry about actual time watch hour times. It's
Well,
easier in the long run.
I don't worry about the watch hours. I don't worry about the views. I don't worry whether or not particular people make it to my live stream. I am appreciative when they do. My live streams are the people that for I appreciate the people that show up. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
The um, every little bit helps. That's right, and it's almost like you're chipping away at it. If you take long breaks like I did, I was over 3,000
Is he
hours at
outside?
one point.
Oh, that's one why he's barking.
Tim,
Hello.
I had it eligible for monetization at one time. In fact, let me go take a look, and
Is Leo?
I'll just go YouTube Studio Analytics, and let's go to career.
Hey,
Like,
I'm gonna put myself on mute for a second. Miles is here.
okay, I've got almost 9,000. I've got over 9,000 watch hours here, 1.9 million views, with 2.5 thousand subscribers. Technically, it's 2,470 subscribers. Um, Yeah, I know it can. It's just something to look at. Um, and I don't think that, I think I probably just, there we go. Back to that. I don't even know how far we are into it. Longer than that, though. We'll set it there. And this is one of my live streams. So it's almost silent. It has some thunder in it, what have you. So I'm not going to get credit for watching it right now because I don't have the volume on, and the volume seems to be causing some reverb, and I don't want that to happen. So yeah, Tim, it's just like I don't pay attention to the subs anymore either, really. But I did kind of, I do. That doesn't mean I don't have thoughts about them because I look at them on occasion. But let's face it, after you hit 1,000 subscribers, it's not much point until it maybe 100,000, and even then you get that you get that plaque. I don't know. Uh, I have seen people with a lot of subscribers that that don't have anybody in their chats. I would rather have folks to talk to. You know, that's I ultimately why I do this. I think just to go through and looks like we got 5 minutes. Ultimately, that's why I do what I do to for the conversation, the friendship, getting to know people. Um, at least I think I'm getting to know people. Um, the it's just something to do. It gives me an outlet. Uh, See if he goes nuts with this stuff. It's fun, and it can occupy your mind. It can occupy your thoughts. Um, it's something to do when I don't have a whole lot else to focus on. you know. And so I on my channel, I think I've changed it since then, but my initial thoughts on it were, I am a police officer, but being a police officer does not define me. And I guess I should expound on that. The fact is, I was 50 years old before I became a police officer. Before I became certified, I was 2 months shy of being 50 when I, took the job as a trainee. Um, I used to have a lot more I could focus on. Not good nuts. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it can be frustrating dealing with, you it can be frustrating dealing with. I, I can appreciate that, Tim. Well, come on. Nikki's want me to throw her squeaky toy, but I guess the bottom line is I love getting on here. There are aspects to it. Um, I used to make sure I responded to every comment. I used to go through and I would even make lists, shout out lists of every person. I would shout out every person that talked and made a comment on a video. Um, and I did this almost daily. But then I got to where I had people say, "Why didn't you shout me out? Why am I not on the list?" And I had to let them know. I had to let them know, hey, you didn't make a comment in the last 24 hours. It's not that I expected them to make a comment. I was just trying to show my appreciation for those individuals that did. And that can take hours to set up. So I was spending hours a day doing that. Only to have, and occasionally you did have people say thanks for shouting me out. I mean that that's always it's always, even though that wasn't where I was doing it. Um, yeah, I tried to for a long time, Simon. I can't do it anymore. I just can't. I can't do it. Uh, yeah, and I get it, Simon. Trust me. Um, the further I go with it, the more it changes, or the more my thoughts or feelings about some things change. I'm too popular. I, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too well known. I don't know about popular. Um, it is, after all, who not where did Eddie go? I made a comment about him being loud, so he dropped down. It's my fault. I feel bad about that too, because I love Eddie like a brother. Um, see, that's all it is for me, friendships. But for her, I get it, and it can happen. It can, it can. Uh, for me, it is all about the friendships. But then he was just, no, I don't think so. Well, I don't know, Simon. I'm not going to contradict you. Um, she's probably cuckoo for cocoa nuts, Simon. Uh, well, he was. I think he got mad, or maybe he was. I did make a comment about him being loud. I
Well,
get.
I'm the one that made the comment about him being loud, and he was because he was. It wasn't. His microphone was just over so loud enough that I couldn't even hear you talking to me.
See, here's the thing that's funny. Devil Dog says, "Okay, I'm a jerk," but the fact is, he relishes that that title. I think.
Yeah, he likes to represent that title. But
Well,
Eddie really is a good person at heart.
he
He doesn't want you to know it, and he doesn't want me telling everybody that. But he is a good person. He
see
doesn't want everybody to ruin his reputation of being an Eddie hole. He likes that reputation.
I atypical. I can appreciate that. Atypical says, I did learn something today about it. If I start doing YouTube channel, I will put that if you comment, do so at your own risk of not being acknowledged or leaving a comment. Hey, Jack Hobson, good to see you. Oh, that reminds me, I didn't even put the link down, did I? Uh, no, Eddie's personality is fun, but
Eddie is a good person,
he is a great person. He does a lot to help other people,
and
but
he's funny.
and he is. I ain't gonna tell him that, you know, even though I know he's funny. Um, Still, he's a button pusher. I love him, but he pushes my
Or a
button.
shit stirrer. He likes to stir the shit.
Likes to stir. He likes to stir the pot,
Yep,
and so
that's a typical Marine.
uh, he likes to stir the pot, and I can't help that. You know,
But if you give him more purple crayons, he calms down.
maybe I just need to do a video about purple crayons or something, or grape crayons. The That would be, in fact, that would be. Maybe I'll use AI to do something with that. That would be fun. I'm trying to learn AI, although I get distracted and hadn't been paying much attention to it. 2:30 a.m. Good night in the morning. What are you doing up?
Woo!
That's.
Excuse me.
Oh, wait a minute. 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 Oh, dadgummit. I missed the 29.
Yep, it's 12:31.
I get distracted. Anyhow,
Gary, half your life is distractions.
I know. It's weird. I get distracted by so many things. and at work I have to focus.
That's probably why you get distracted so easy at home. You drop your defenses down. You just relax, and so now you get distracted easier. Where at work you're concentrating all the time.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have to pay. I have to make sure certain things are followed, certain things are paid attention to, um, and I do it so much at work that I guess I'm just it's almost like auto play or autofocus or something. I don't know.
Yep.
The thank you for coming in, Trini. It is appreciated, brother. And by the way, if y'all don't know Trini in Finland, y'all make sure y'all check him out. Um, and if you Jack Hobson over in the Philippines, there's people from all over the world watching this right now, and I'm very appreciative for every one of them. But I'm about to have to get ready for work anyhow, and shortly, and I need to find something to eat. There's hey, I know I missed the 29 minute. Maybe I'll edit just to get it down to 29. Probably not. All right. God bless y'all. I am going to end it in 3, 2, 1.